look like trash. Okay, we have really big news. Chris did it again. Chris did it again. Chris just texted me. I just called him. And where am I going? I'm going this way. Chris shot a giant buck with his recurve. I got out of the woods around 10. I have to go home. I have a little bit of time to spare. And he's an hour from me, and he said it's a giant buck. It is down. So we're gonna go meet up with Chris. I'm so happy for this kid. I'm so happy. So I don't even know what to say, man. This kid, man, I love him. Big buck on the ground for Chris, man. I'm so happy for him. I'm gonna make the hour-long journey up to him, and we're gonna go find it. He said it fell, so we're gonna go get it. Man, woohoo! Hiking up here, straight up to meet Chris. At least it'll be a downhill drag. What up?
It's the least amount of tears I've had in my eyes the last hour.
This is not the first bench. This is like the 17th bench. First bench is by the car. I'm like, yeah, buddy.
We got a few more to go too.
A few more benches to go.
A little higher.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Unbelievable, man.
Big rubs up here.
I literally sat when the sun came up. The whole woods just started turning orange, like patches of orange.
Yeah.
I was like, uh-oh. And I heard that buck. I've been hunting this big buck. I call it the Babbler. So that was a cool name. Cause
yeah.
He's actually really gross. He's scary.
Yeah.
Like, you'll hear him, you'll go, blah, 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 blah. I've basically been elk hunting him, like deer, turkey hunting him the whole entire weekend. I mean, a week, I guess, technically. 2 weeks now, I guess. Weekend.
Yeah.
And he went off up here last night. So this morning I'm like, he's nearby, and he's been on this mountain all week.
Yeah.
So he was on our mountain for last week. He was on our mountain. I know Eric heard him. I know Mom heard him. And then last Tuesday, it's when the first time we heard him on this mountain. So, dude,
let's go.
I can't freaking believe
it. Let's go, dude.
Climbed up one tree in the morning. Realized there's a crack right down the center of it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, climbed down, got up again, and it's like dead quiet. So I'm like, I'm reading my freaking, I have like Game News 2014, reading this real sad story about how this guy's wife died. Her name is Martha. And I'm like, what the heck is this? And there's crashing all above me. And I'm like, I went on the wrong, the wrong bench. Well, these deer come circling down, and they're like 50 yards below me now. And it's like 3 does. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, they're just decoys now. So I'm sitting there, hanging out, watching these does, and all I hear is coming from down the hill. And this 8-point, probably this big, but his body was like this thick. Literally, he was bigger than the one I killed. Yeah. Or shot. Bigger than the one I shot. Comes running through, and if he didn't run up to me so close, I probably would have shot him. Like, that's how big this deer was. He was 200 yeah. Or like 190. And he caught my ground scent, looked right up at me, and went off. So the way he was eye level to me. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna kill a deer at eye level. So I pushed down the bench a little bit where it flattens out, thinking if I get a shot to my right or my left, at least they're going to be not eye level. So went down there, real scary climb. This is a private land, so it's not like I have to worry about cutting down trees or anything.
Yeah. I'm
cutting down this limb the size of my freaking leg to get in here, and it breaks over, and my bows are under there. I'm like, oh, I can't go on my bow. So I go and try and grab it and swing it a different way to catch it. Well, it gets hooked on my hand and like freaking almost takes me off the. So I'm like texting you and Eric, like, dude, I almost just died out of the tree saddle.
Yeah.
And then mid-text, I hear walking down 50 yards below me. And it's him. He's walking 50 yards down, just cruising.
Yeah.
Walk by. I go, "Brett, Brett." And he looked up at that and he's like, "What the heck?" And then he kind of like trotted away. So I'm like, how the heck does a big buck like that like freak out from a, you know, snort wheeze? And then I do one more to make it real long. And then he's like a little like, "What the heck?" He's like, "Whatever." Still walking. I don't think he wanted any smoke. Like, he didn't want to get in a fight.
Yeah.
He's looking for does. He doesn't want to get in a fight. It's not like it's his home area. He's just cruising.
Yeah.
So I go hit the bleed can on him. I'm like, what the heck do I have this thing for? Hit the bleed can on him, do one more bit, like a doe, like a buck chasing a doe. And he's past me, like 100 yards at this point. Doop, right back up to me. And he's downwind of me. As soon as he goes downwind from me, the wind stops, and I think the thermals carried my scent up. Because he was going straight downwind of me. Like, he knew exactly what he was doing. I guarantee you, I bet you he heard those snort wheezes and was going to attack, but decided to go down and up so he could be downwind, now I think about it.
Yeah.
So he goes up and he's coming, and he's still on the uphill side of me. So it was only like an 8-yard difference between him, and 8 feet difference between him and I. And so I didn't want to get him. If I was doing the perfect shot at him, I think he would have busted me, and there was some thick stuff in the way. So what I ended up doing was taking a 1/4-2 shot, but I hugged that shoulder. Like, it was either I was going to hit the shoulder blade or the heart. Mm-hmm. Like, no in between, you know. I shot it, and wasn't a lot of penetration. It was like maybe that much penetration. He ran down, snapped the arrow off, so I'm trying to look for that arrow. Couldn't find it. Mm-hmm. And then he went down the hill. And I thought I saw him crash because he was tripping over stuff, but he could have easily just tripped over stuff, went down below the hill, and I couldn't find him. So.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
That's the tree you shot it at. I can see the limb you cut.
Yeah.
That's a girthy one.
Almost knocked me off. Somewhere between here and that trail
is where you're standing?
So the bottom logging road there is a broke-off arrow.
Okay.
I think he went down, either down this way or down this way. He went down.
Was there any blood?
I didn't see any, no.
You see him?
Stand on this log. I think that's his butt. That's his belly.
Nuh-uh. Oh my god. You dirty dog.
Congrats, man. I thought I saw it. See how it dips down?
Yeah. You dirty dog. Let's go.
See how it dips down? I thought he fell in.
Let's go. Dude, he freaking went 50 yards. There's not even blood yet. Where's... Dude. Freaking... He's huge. Watch your arrow. Dude, he's really big. He's really big.
I didn't look at the rack once, dude.
Oh my god. Dude. That's a really big buck. Hold on. That's a really big buck, dude. Let's go. Put your arrow away. He's dead. Holy crap. Dude, he's got freaking pop cans for antlers. No way.
Oh my god. Point and dive.
Man, dude. Holy crap. That's a really big buck. I'm hooked on
He's
you.
bigger than I thought he was.
Now there's blood.
Oh yeah. See, you didn't open up. That's usually.
Screw it! Get on your deer, dude. That's a huge 8-point. Dude. That's not you. Yep, that's your biggest buck right there. Holy crap!
I thought he went down the hill.
Dude, that's a really one. That's a very good one, dude. 2 years in a row.
It's the first time I've ever killed a buck in the daylight like this. Usually it's.
Yeah, because you night hunt, right?
Yeah, big night hunter. Oh my god, dude.
That's huge. This is it's a giant. Oh my gosh. Get out of here. Get out. Dude. Buddy, congrats, man.
Like, who even.
Look at that character. He almost split.
I feel like I'm gonna pass out. That's all I saw was this year. With like the tall.
Yeah. Oh, man. You did it. 2 years in a row. What is this, 3 years in a row with a bow? When did
No,
you
I
shoot
killed
that?
the one in the rifle.
Okay.
2 years ago. Or 3 years ago. The one before that was my first ever.
This is your third buck with a stick bow.
Yeah.
And they've gotten bigger every time.
They haven't got easier either. They get way harder every year. It seems the more that you know about them, and the more that you obsess about them, you realize how close to impossible it is. Or, you know what I mean? Like, when we were just lucking in the bucks, it's like, alright, but now that we're actually actively hunting them, it's
Yeah.
the dread kind of seeps in on you that
Yeah.
this
Well, I was telling you, the more I hunt, the less big deer I kill.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, for sure. It's the more trail cameras you set, the more you realize how rare they are.
Yeah.
He must be way from out yonder, because I've never seen this buck before.
Let me give a view here. Oh, this is straight down mountain buck. You can see the mountains. Man, oh man.
This is a property that my family. This is right next door to my family's private property. This is our family friend's property that we've been able to hunt since my grandfather was since my grandfather was young and hunting out here. So this is the first time I ever killed a buck on this mountain, though. It's pretty heavily hunted, especially in rifle season. I knew this is like one of those, like, it's private,
Yeah.
but everyone hunts it.
Yeah.
And I knew during rifle season there's a camp that comes up here that just slaughters them.
Yeah.
So I knew I really was hitting this side hard, because I knew in rifle season I wouldn't have the opportunity to. And
I want to flashback to when we hunted down here in rifle.
Yeah.
Whenever we hunted in that,
Oh, yeah.
that meadow. So what I'm thinking, when we hunted down there that day, we saw how many does over here. I'm thinking this is probably a dominant doe bedding area right now. Would you say that?
There's food all around. There's no acorns, no hard mast or anything. But honestly, our acorn spot doesn't really have any. It's all reds, and I think they all dropped around like mid-September, like late September, mid-September. And I went over there like last week, and there's no acorns. Maybe some white still there, but I didn't think it would be enough to actually hold a group of does.
Yeah.
So I was basically hunting green stuff. You know, it seemed to be everything pushed forward this year. The rut went like a week early.
Yep.
And I think right now they're still in that phase. I mean, they're in the phase where they usually are during rifle season, where they're trying to find green vegetation. And this mountain has big steep fingered drainages, big drainage seeps, and in these drainage seeps is green grass, ferns, moss, water, and this is really what I've been focusing on all these last 2 weeks is you know, just hunting the does. There's bedding right down there. I knew that they're in that bedding and they come out here and eat the grass during the day. And 2 weeks ago I saw a big buck chase a doe. I've been hearing a big buck every day, and then I think this is what this buck was doing, was he was just searching for does eating inside these drainage seeps. So yeah, he was on full on. He seemed like he was there. He wasn't in zombie mode, but he was definitely like cruising hardcore.
Yeah,
like you could tell when he was running down here, he was out of breath already.
mm-hmm.
You know, he was just like a slow trudge the whole way up. A Win-Win Black Wolf riser, Trad Tech Black Max limbs in 45. I think I'm going heavier next year. It's the second year in a row where I didn't get a pass through, and I'm hunting heavy broadheads. They're Strickland Helixes, 200 grains with a 100 grain insert. Hand sharpened single bevel with Beman Ice Whiteouts. I like the white arrow. I was able to see that arrow.
Mm-hmm.
It was sticking out of him, and I was able to see him run all the way down here with it. Slate helical fletching and a pink laid knock.
That is what we dream about, man. All year we dream about something like that.
About.
Every day I think of a deer like that, man. That's so good. I'm so happy for you, man.
You know how many times I think about this moment?
Yep.
All year.
Yep.
And then it happens.
For you.
And you know what? Next year, I'm gonna go in the woods first day and think about exactly this moment.
Yeah.
And also, we're never gonna forget any of this.
No.
Ever. This is the day I forget about. This is the day I freaking die.
Yep. It's the best freaking moments.
That's. Oh, dude, it's the scapula split in half. That's why I didn't get any penetration on him.
I'd give it a double lung. Your arrow's gonna be still in him.
Yeah. He was quartering 2.
Plus the angle.
Yeah.
So that's going right double lung.
He was quartering 2, and I knew I had to go forward, or else I'd get a gut shot. So I went forward, and I said it was either going to be a shoulder blade or straight lungs and heart, and it looks like he got both. I'm pretty happy with that. It was a close shot.
Yeah.
So.
Nailed him. Man, can you imagine those as sheds though?
Oh yeah, dude, that'd be a pretty shed.
I said that last year and you got mad at me.
I've come to appreciate shed hunting. I still think it's pretty stupid, but like
all right, you can drag it at yourself.
Like, but guys who are good at shed hunting, I appreciate. I don't know if he's the babbler, but until I hear another babbler, I think he's the babbler.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm waiting for the babbler running here. I'm gonna grab your bow.
Yeah, dude. Sitting there, huddled next to my Mr. Heater in camp.
Did you stay here last night?
Yeah. Caught a mouse too. Could take a picture with that.
Trapped. Yeah. You freaking mountain man trapper.
I did a nice set. I did heard a mouse gun. I'm like, not doing this. Got T-Rex. Had that with the Cheez-It on it. Then I had the trash can. Put a pencil onto the trash can. Then another pencil, and then I put a toilet paper roll on it.
Yeah. With
the Cheez-It on top. So he's go try and chase that Cheez-It, roll off and fall into a trash can. He fell into a trash can and got out. And then he went to the T-Rex and I got him. So it's all cat and mouse, you know, mice, camp mice, mountain bucks. You just gotta feel it out. Little excerpt from Pennsylvania Game News 2014, December 2014 Throwback Edition. This is called The Sacrifice. This is the line that I was reading before I put it down It was, the old man watched the darkness begin to fade and dawn emerge. The outline of the trees began to take shape. The old man, there was nothing so soothing as the solitude of the big woods enveloped in the snow. That's, well, I'll leave it at that. Yep.
By Bob D'Angelo. I didn't bring a knife.
Did you not?
No, I said screw you. I'm not bringing a knife.
We'll have to walk down then. We could try with the broadhead. The broadhead just chills on the way.
Because this is payback. I told you to bring a knife. Last
there
time.
she is, buddy.
Last time. It's the last time.
I've had some good nights with this buck. I mean, with this knife.
That skinned more of your deer than mine.
I've had some very good nights with this knife.
If you want to shoot big bucks like this, head on over to this link where you can buy a t-shirt just like this one, or a hoodie. Also got the buck trout hoodies available as well on my site. Alright. Struck gold, man. I'm so happy for you, dude.
Thanks, man.
But yeah. Probably won't use that. I'll probably just use the ad. Chris reached out. He bought some hoodies for me. A few weeks later. Not saying there's a relation there, but
I wasn't wearing it while I was hunting, but I was wearing it when I went to Walmart last night. Got some hand warmers.
let's hit this link right here. What an idiot. Thought you were drinking coffee creamer.
It's basically like coffee creamer. I got usually I get like the black. It's like a black with a little bit of sweet. It's awesome. This is like caramel macchiato. It's like
You're cultured.
Real rich.
That's your Flatlander coming to these mountains parks.
Big Bucks brought to you by caramel macchiato. See to get correct aeration. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna go kill a buck. That's what I said this morning.